Good afternoon, everyone. At this time, I just want to welcome everyone, parents, family, co-workers, support, and our leadership here. Earl Estelle, Director Earl Estelle out of Santa Monica. Julia Esqueda out of Central Juvenile Hall. Joan Pera, Director out of Central Juvenile Hall. Anthony Alvarez, Barry J. Neidorf, Leslie Robledo, Alfaro. Sometimes I skip on names. Leslie Alfaro out of Barry J. Senior Director Jocelyn Roman, Central Juvenile Hall. John Baima, Senior Director. Adam Batino, Chief Deputy. My Director here at Staff Training, Catherine Falcon. We got Senior Director Ruben Montes out of Barry J. Norberto Zaragoza, Director out of Central Juvenile Hall. Farrell Bacon out of Barry J, Director. Ramses Patron, Director out of Central Juvenile Hall. And I hope I didn't miss anybody. But thank you for being here, being supportive of your staff. And at this time, I'll transition real quick to Spanish because I know we got Spanish-speaking people here. Le quiero dar las gracias a la familia, de los seres queridos, de los supervisores que estuvieron en esta clase. Gracias por apoyarlos durante estas 3 semanas de entrenamiento. Es un privilegio, un honor estar enfrente de ellos, dirigiéndolos durante este periodo. So at this time, I welcome you, the Supervisor Corps 2023 Class 01. Smile. Thank you. So at this time, I'll turn it over to our Chief Deputy for some remarks. Adam Batino.
Hi, everybody. So I'll take it. You're going to ask me to come back up later?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Sorry, we had a little change. I'm here on behalf of Chief Gonzalez, Chief Deputy Karen Fletcher, both who are tied up working on some pretty critical things that we're all aware of. Super glad to see our institution managers found the time to come out to your graduation because it's not busy there or anything. But here you are. Just really quickly, just want to thank all the families, understanding that this is a big commitment that your loved ones are taking on. Their time is obviously valuable, but as supervisors, they're going to be handling all kinds of situations on a regular basis. They already have been, so you've already seen some of the impact of that. Really glad, too, that you can be here with us. We did, I don't know how many COVID graduations we did, 2 years worth, where we were trying to live stream and get all this without family in the room. This is really exciting to have you all here. Just really quickly, big thank you to the staff training office here who pulls this off every single time without a hitch. Big thank you to Mario Gomez and all his hard work. Also, all the people that helped to make it happen. So we have all the staff from HR. I'm sure you'll go through the list, right, as you normally do, of all the people who come in to teach you everything that you all need to know as you get started in your careers. So yeah, with that, I just want to thank everybody. Freddie and Yvonne are here from our communications team as well. So they're putting all this on live stream. Hello, Probation family and other families and friends who are tuning in that way. I'll be back shortly, but first and foremost, just want to say congratulations and thank you for everybody's hard work in getting us to this point. Thanks.
So at this time, I just want to go over the overview of the curriculum that we put together for Supervisor Corps. Let me just say that everything that we do is driven by BSCC. the Board of State of Community Corrections. So again, we need to train our people. That's why it's so essential that we get our people trained within the first year of appointment. I'm not trying to give anyone a hard time. I'm trying to get our people trained. And as a matter of fact, every time I get a class, they say, Mr. Gomez, it would have been nice if we would have had this material day one. I only have one high achiever this time. That's right here. Saida Arroyo. Mr. Gomez, when can I come into your class? Are you available? Come on down because I have an open space. So here we have Saida Arroyo with only 1 month of being a supervisor. Thank you, Dr. Earl Estelle. Right? But anyways, this class, I just want you guys to understand that it's composed of 14 supervisors. 11 of them belong to DSB. 9 of them are in the halls in some capacity or other, and 2 of them are supervising transportation deputies. The remaining 3 are adult corps. That was the makeup of our class. We have a gentleman with as many as 34 years of service, Mr. Alberto Peinado. So some of the subjects that we cover during Supervisor Corps are the roles and responsibilities of a supervisor, effective communication and difficult conversations, effective discipline, supervisor essentials, employment discrimination prevention training, HR overview, exams, recruitment, classification and compensation, operations, hiring, payroll, and we now have a new unit, the Disability Management and Compliance, formerly known as a Return to Work unit. We got FMLA, Employee Relations, Legal Update, Risk Management. We also had Emergency Building Coordinator class and Performance Evaluations. So they did just about 3 weeks worth of training. They had a lot of questions. And I think the best thing of all this process is they were able to connect the dots. Now they know who they can contact at our HR department that can address FMLA, that can address the disability management and compliance questions or the payroll questions. So at least they know they have the name, they have the email, they have the number, and I told them when they walked into an empty 3-ring binder. And I said, by the end of the session, it's going to be full of goodies. And I believe I did not disappoint. Right? That thing was huge. So again, we gave them all the necessary training. And I just say that this is like the stepping stone. You're going to continue to evolve and grow and just become that supervisor that you want to be, right? Some of you have, there's a couple, again, high achievers says, guys, I just passed my probation period. Good for you. We good, right? You made that milestone, right, Mata? Mata kept telling me, hey, Gomez, I'm going to remind you when I pass probation. That's fine, Mata. It's okay. So he did it, and he reminded me, right? And all this, if I look back at the model that they chose, I told them a few words, and they went, alone we can do so little. Together, Mr. Gomez, we can do so much, according to Helen Keller, right? And again, this was a collaborative effort. I'm only one. I tell them, I'm only one, you're 14, and there's a whole bunch of stuff that's going on, and it's a collaborative effort, right? I can't do it all. I don't. It's just me. So I needed the help of DHR, and with the help of David Nafaretti, Shanae James, Marietta Hall, Christina Martinez, they did a wonderful job. They were here. I asked them in person. Yes, Mr. Gomez, we'll be in person. And they did not disappoint. We also had our HR, Deanne Carlisle, Marianne Gutierrez, Leonila Niuki, Olga Valadez, Vanessa Martinez, Karen Sai, Maribel Becerra, Yidan Zhang, Fatima Garcia, Kim Pickett, Lucine Matsakian, Young Yu, Sharice Martin, Daniel Benitez, Rosimar Vieira Hernandez, Cynthia Miller, Ronald Blodgett, Alberto Barraza, and Carla Gutierrez. Again, all this wouldn't have been possible without this team. And that's why I recognize them. I thank them because every time I call, they're ready to come and present. So again, I had to give them the credit that they're due. So, like I said, this is the beginning. It's the end of our class, but it's the beginning of a journey as a supervisor. And from the bottom of my heart, I wish you all the best. It's been a pleasure and honor leading you guys, but I gotta let you go. Right? I gotta let you go because I got another class coming. So, with that, I want to turn it over to our representatives. And representing our class is Camila Dennis.
Good afternoon, everyone. On January 17th, 2023, 14 newly promoted supervisors embarked on a nearly 3-week journey titled Supervisor Corps. Most of us did not know what to expect. However, we welcome the much-needed break from the day-to-day task in our new roles. As I ponder over the roles and responsibilities of becoming a new supervisor, initially it was a shock to the system. The fear of subordinates' initial distrust, making mistakes, or simply gaining complete understanding of the day-to-day task is a humbling experience. Be that as it may, I found becoming a supervisor as an opportunity for growth. Yes, it is a market growth in one's career, but personal growth as well. You quickly realize that your skills acquired in your previous role play a small part in your role as a supervisor. What really matters are your interpersonal skills. Are you an effective communicator? Do you empathize with your subordinates? Supervisors Corps provided us with a wealth of knowledge and skill sets to assist those various questions. It impressed upon us to be the change we wanted to see. I can honestly say that throughout the training, I noted various strengths that the class of 2023-01 possessed, whether it was Mr. Rogers with his silent but bold presence, or Ms. Arroyo's and Ms. Bonner's thought-provoking questions. We all have traveled very different paths that have led us to this juncture. It is my hope that our class will continue to pull our strengths and collectively lead and mentor those that we supervise. Class of 2023-01, thank you for choosing me to be your class representative. It has been a pleasure to learn and laugh and break bread with you. I know we will look back on this experience and smile and even laugh at various moments. I look forward to witnessing our future endeavors in the department as well as our personal lives. May we all be well and continue to prosper. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Dennis. Yeah, I think we were having too much fun, and people are saying, why are they having too much fun? I don't know, ask them. I'm just here. And now we want to call Mr. Sergio Mata by way of East LA.
Good afternoon. Chief Deputy Adam Batino, friends, family, and fellow administrators. My name is Sergio Mata, and I'm a supervising deputy probation officer at Central Juvenile Hall. I am humbled to stand before you today representing my cohort, class of 2023-01. For the last few weeks, my colleagues and I have attended the Supervisors Corps Academy training under the leadership of SDPO Mario Gomez. We have developed our knowledge in policy and procedure, administrative requirements, and facilitating personnel under our supervision. But most importantly, we brought a wealth of expertise as a group. Together, our knowledge ranged from field supervising deputy probation officers, juvenile institution supervising deputy probation officers, transportation supervisors, and supervising detention service officers. It was the wide range of experiences that brought a uniqueness to our group of managers. Together, we collaborated, shared knowledge, and problem solved. However, the biggest takeaway was the network that we created. I am certain that this system of support will extend beyond our cohorts academy supervisor training. Over our time together, our model came to flourish. That is, as leaders within our department, we capitalized on each other's strengths, and no one in our cohort was left behind. My cohort's model remains, alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. Class 2023-01, my colleagues and friends, congratulations. Thank you.
Well said, Mr. Mata. He spoke very little in class, and I'm like, where did all this come from? I've been working with this guy for about 2 years, never heard him say a word. So at this time, I turn it over for the commencement address to Chief Deputy Adam Batino.
You all just heard 2 commencement addresses, so I will keep it short. And thanks a lot for making me follow them, Mr. Gomez. I see you. I see you. That's going to be just in the way. So I will keep this really brief. Again, thank you so much for all the hard work that went into this, and really congratulations. Many of you have been in your roles already for some time, so you've seen some stuff. My hope is that you came here and really kind of learned some of the things that have to happen behind the scenes, some of the things that aren't always as exciting but are really, really critical. One of the things that we're trying to address as a department, just so you all know, is that you get Sup Corps exactly one time, right? So some folks have been supervisors for like 20 years. They had Sup Corps once. Some of these things that you just handled, you kind of interacted with. Some of you have had some of that stuff happen already, like the equity complaints and having to reach out to ER about grievances and things like that. But not all of you have had that. And so you got to thumb through the binder, figure out who do you call, how do you figure this thing out. We would like to get you more of this training more often. It's one of the things that we're working towards, so we can bring you all back here to get you more training. Because the whole point is that you all don't stop here, right? You are the future managers. You are the future bureau chiefs, deputy chiefs, all of that. So we want to make sure that we get you coached up and ready for that next level, okay? So you're getting a lot of really valuable experience on the ground, but we are here for you. That's really what I want to share. This is a critical moment for our department. I don't think anybody's not feeling that, frankly, but especially those of you in juvenile, those of you in the institutions. I'm shocked. Some days I spend 99% of my time thinking, stressing, not sleeping about what's going on in juvenile. Care and custody is such an important thing that we do here, maybe the most important. But that's not to say or diminish all the work that's happening for our juvenile clients in the field. Our adult clients rather, out in the field. Everything, it feels like everything we touch, everything we do is just so important, right? So thank you. Thank you for stepping up. Thank you for taking this challenge. You really are so critical to the success of this department as supervisors. We come up with these wild ideas in our offices and think, yeah, this is going to be really great policy. Boom. The supervisors have to implement all that stuff, right? The board tomorrow is going to say something crazy about some policy that they want to enact for us, something that's well thought out, but we still have to implement it. You guys really, as supervisors, are the ones who have to implement it because the line needs to understand and know what's expected of them. The supervisors are critical to that. It just is the job. So, a couple of things that I want to leave you with, and this is something those of you who've been here at staff training, unfortunately you've heard this a lot, and I apologize for being so repetitive, but I think it's so important. You're leading people, right? You were before. You had caseloads. You had clients on your caseloads. It's a little bit different, right? These are your coworkers and your colleagues, and you're leading these people. You got to listen to them. These people are coming with all kinds of stuff. All of us do, right? We have lives outside of the department, hopefully. There's all the things that go into that, right? Yeah, sick family members, kids doing what kids do. We want to coach. We want to be involved in their lives. And then we bring all that into the workplace, and something goes sideways, and we react and respond in a way that's probably not always professional, probably not always kind. But there's just a lot going on for a lot of us. So as supervisors, part of your job is to listen, to take a deep breath, listen. Most of us just want to be heard. And that's such a huge, huge role that a supervisor can fill. Just listen. I'm not saying they're right. A lot of times they're not. But people want to be heard. The second thing that I think is underrated, and I talk about this constantly, is kindness. Be kind. I marvel sometimes at how kind we are to our clients, and how unkind we are to each other. There's a lot of soup-on-soup crime out there. And director-on-director crime. Right, this is a thing here, something that we're trying to address as a department. But it's true, right? I mean, it is true. The cool thing is, like, a lot of you guys are working together already. And you're here together and get to go back together. So work together, right? That's what we hope, that's what we expect, is that our soups are going to get along to get things done, to pick each other up when they need to cover for each other when they need to. Kindness is just underrated. It just is. Just like being heard. I mean, it is, when you can extend a kindness to somebody, to a staff, to one of your colleagues, to us, be kind to us too, in management, it just goes so much further than we even realize. And the last thing that I will say in this time with many seeing eyes, Inspector General, Probation Oversight Commission, BSCC, the whole alphabet is chasing us, right? All of these compliance, all of this is going on all the time. If you see something, say something. My door is open to you. If you see something, you got to say something. If something is wrong, something is not the way that it's supposed to be, we're violating policies, we're putting kids at risk, we're putting our adult clients at risk, you got to say something. Because I can't know everything. And this is something you got to share with your staff too. You cannot know everything, and that's okay. Nobody expects you to know, and if they do, it's an unfair expectation. You can't know everything. But if you see something, you got to say something. You got to speak up. You got to let your managers know. They got to let us know what's really going on. And like I said, my door's open to you. Mario has availed himself to you as well. I know he has. If you have questions, if you need something, reach out to Mr. Gomez. If you need to come back, you feel like you need more training on something, speak up. We got you. All these people here got you. Your managers want to make sure that you are successful. But you got to let us know. You got to let us know what you need. I think I've said enough. Congratulations. Please let us know if you need anything. Really, really excited for you guys on this journey. And thank you for taking the challenge. Thanks.
So at this time, we're going to do the presentation of certificates. So I'm going to ask Mr. Adam Batino right back up. And Saida Arroyo. Alicia Bonner. Tanya Calais. Your other left. Eric Cerda. Camila Dennis. Magellan Harris. Serena Hart. Joseph Manai. Sergio Mata. Brianna Matthiasen. Nicole, she goes by Nikki, McCrimmon. James McNeese. Alberto Peinado. I never seen this guy smile this much. Kenneth Rogers. So at this time, I turn it over to my director, Catherine Falcon.
Good afternoon, everyone. Congratulations. I just want to thank everyone for making the time to show up here today. I know it's not easy for directors and managers in the institutions to come out and make it to the graduation, but today we made it happen, so I'm super grateful. And it's exciting to see friends, family, and guests, because for so many months we did not have our supervisor core graduations open to the public. So it's a nice blessing to see this as an open event. In a few minutes, we'll go out there and take pictures and smile again, and then next thing you know, you guys will be back in your assignments doing all the grind work. But I do want to add, I really like this motto, together we can. It's so important, together we can. So together we can carry out the department's vision, mission, and core values. It's really important to stick together and do the teamwork, especially those of you who are working in institutions. You can't do this job alone in an institution. It just doesn't work that way. Everything you do is going to be reliant on your peers, your subordinates, your managers above, and sometimes, I realize you go home and you have to have supportive spouses and friends and families who will hear some of these stories, because some of it you just can't make up, right? The day is really, really busy, and sometimes it carries into the next day, but the motto is really nice and special, I believe. Together we can. So congratulations again, and I guess we can go out to the back and take some celebratory pictures. Thank you.